The measurement and statistical analysis of people's unique physical characteristics is known as biometrics. The Social Security Board has embarked on a national consultation to update stakeholders on the use of biometrics, and today the consultation was held in Belize City. The S.S.B is proposing to use biometrics to enhance service delivery.
Today, people are frustrated every time they come into our office that you have to fill out a form with the same information. Biometrics will allow us now to get rid of forms completely, because once you put your prints and we capture it and you come in and we match you, your biodata will populate the screen of the customer service agent. It speeds up the process. You can leave earlier.
But most importantly, the use of biometrics will allow the S.S.B to reduce the instances of fraud.
At S.S.B, we need to be able to satisfy ourselves that the person is who they say they are, at the registration part of our engagement, and then also that when we pay, that we are paying to that person. We have, over the years, amassed quite a bit of data to suggest that there are people out there who are intent on perpetrating fraud on the Social Security system, whether that is assuming somebody else's identity, or whether that is not declaring debts, for example, so that the pension payment can continue. There was a recent publication in 2017 by the International Social Security Administration that looked at error evasion and fraud in social security systems over the world, but they particularly focused on developed countries like the Netherlands, the US, the UK, Sweden, and so on. And the results surprised a lot of people in the social security world, that the level of fraud and error evasion was very high in the social security systems. When you die and you're a member of the social security system, you get a death benefit. That death benefit is $1,500. But what we find is that there's the temptation for some persons not to report the debts, because then what happens is the pension payment continues to be made, and that will be over time. We had requested of the Attorney General whether S.S.B would have the authority to implement biometrics. In a very detailed opinion, because we were worried about the constitutional issues with privacy. And the Attorney General advised that S.S.B, for the reasons that we're doing it, to minimize fraud and service delivery, would be able to implement biometrics.
The Cabinet later approved a revision to the regulations that will allow S.S.B to capture biometrics with the condition that national consultations be carried out.
And so this is part of that. This session is to sensitize the public. We've been all over the country. We've been to every district speaking to insured persons and employer and to talk about the benefits of biometrics to the Social Security Board. The feedback has been tremendous from the public. They understand why we're trying to do this, and they're excited about the fact that we are trying to put in place mechanisms to prevent any fraud that can occur at the board.
The hope is that the law will be amended this year and implementation can be done in 2020. Reporting for News 5, Hipolito, Novelo.